at Salisbury, it's been decided that he's no longer fit for service.
Oh dear, where was he wounded? The glorious relief of Mafeking or the Battle of Steinkop?
No, it was his hand. No, sorry. While he was stationed in Cape Town, he badly cut his fingers while he was peeling potatoes. He's severed a tendon in his trigger finger, and he can no longer fire a rifle. Anyway, the telegram says that he'll be catching the early morning train from Salisbury in the morning, and if it all runs on time, he'll be back home in Eyam by the afternoon.
Well, I bet you're chuffed to bits, aren't you? You haven't seen him for over 2 years.
Hey, I am over the moon, and I can't wait to see him. But it has come at a bit of a bad time. What with our Bert off front lines with his bad leg, and drinking far too much, since what happened to our Jackie. And my sewing work's all drying up. I'd love to give him more than bread and dripping for his homecoming tea. I'd love to give him some top quality ham. I don't suppose you can increase me ticks on getting some, could you, Tom?
You know, I increased your tick by £1 last week, and I don't want to do you any more. Give you any more.
Yes, Tom. I feel such a letdown as a mother if I couldn't give him his favourite ham after serving his country for 2 years and me not seeing him for 2 weeks. I tell you what, a rich lady in Tiswell, she said that she's got some curtains that need shortening later this week, and she said she'd give me £3 for doing it. And I promise you, as soon as I've earned it, I'll give you 3 more.
All right, I'll extend your tick by another £1, but no more.
Oh, I can sleep better tonight knowing that I can feed him proper. Can we have 4 slices, please?
That would be 1 of Becky's.
I don't seem to have threepence on me.
Oh, silly me. I'll charge you for Reynolds ham instead of boiled ham. It'll just be a bob.
Oh, well, that's good, because I need 4 slices. Anyway, thanks ever so much, Tom.
There you are.
Okay. Cheerio. Thank you.
Cheerio. Reynolds ham? Where the hell did I think of that one from? It was soft as barn in the old days. Anyway, back to the shop. Evening, Arthur.
Oh, well, Tom.
Evening, Goldie.
Right, I think we can turn at once to the big day and finalise the plans for tomorrow's coronation celebrations. But firstly, Tom, where is your wife? You know, we need to know from her what her catering plans are for tomorrow.
Sorry about this, Arthur. She said she won't be late for the meeting. She said she'd sorted everything out in the shop and she'd definitely be here.
Never done, but I'm sure she has a good reason for being here.
Yeah, I'm sure she has, but we must move on, right? Yeah. Now, look, I've had a word with the shoe manufacturers and mine owners in and around the village, and they have agreed, somewhat begrudgingly, I must admit, to allow their workers the afternoon off to celebrate the coronation of our new King Edward.
Well, that'll be great. It means we'll have the Eyam band out in full force to play some fine tunes.
I thought we will, and Bob the band leader has promised me that he'll keep an eye on the members. Make sure they don't drink too much. After all, we do remember what happened at Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee in '97.
How can we forget what happened at the Jubilee? It was disgraceful when they shaved the name of the village. The references they were making to the Queen's Scottish friend, Mr. Brown, were gross and insulting. Men and beer do not mix. And as far as I'm concerned, it would be better if the pubs were closed on Coronation Day and alcohol prohibited.
Now, that would be a bad move, Hilda. All it would would mean as all the men would decamp to Tiswood to quench the thirst.
And the coronation procession would go a lot more smoothly without them.
Sure, they always comments in the minutes, Father.
No, Pennyworth. I'm sure that Hilda didn't clean them.
On the contrary, I most certainly did.
See why you've never been married, Hilda.
What do you mean by that?
Now, that's enough for both of you. Right. We must move on. So, Hilda, have you prepared all the jams, chutneys and sauces for tomorrow's big day?
My ladies of the guild have done their duty, and everything is ready.
Yeah. Tom, is all the meat ready?
Me and Elsie have prepared everything for the villagers. We have the best ham, the choicest beef, and the most succulent chicken to tuck in with.
Aye, and I had a word with Harry Johnson at the bakery. He's going to make loads of extra bread and cake, so we won't be short of food. And young Penny here has been encouraging all the young lasses in the village to dress up in their best frocks, haven't you, Penny?
Yes, Father. I've told them to wear colourful dresses, which will be a spectacle to the eye.
Well, I hope your dress is respectable and in good taste. We are two young men, miners, shoe hands and farm labourers, watching you for all the wrong reasons.
For all the wrong reasons, Hilda.
You know what I mean, Tom. Such a man would be interested in the aesthetic merits of what she's wearing. Would only want to be there to ogle her. Oh no, they're just like the farmers at Bakewell Cattle Market, eyeing up the animals.
Now, that's unfair and snobbish, Hilda. Just because men work with their hands up doesn't mean they have the mentality of a caveman. Many miners and quarrymen are well read, can respect the finer things in life.
Really? I can't say I've met many.
Most of the young ladies in the village have fathers who are very supportive, despite being miners and shoe hands. They're just looking forward to seeing them looking the best.
The problem with you, Hilda, you see everything in black and white. You think men and women are all the same. It's only women can be refined. But that's not true. Take Lily Langtry, the king's new mistress, for example.
Lily Langtry? What has she got to do with it?
Well, everyone knows what her riposte was when the king said to her, "The money I've spent on you, I could buy a battleship." And she said...
No. Tom. Ladies present.
Sorry, I forget myself there.
Not in front of Hilda and Penny, thank you.
Oh, no, do go on. I'm sure it is true.
It is true, Hilda. My English teacher, Miss Whiteside, told us all about it at school.
Did she really? I think I must have a quiet word with her. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Oh, I've still noticed, Tom, that we haven't seen anything of your Elsie.
Oh.
Can you go and find?
I'll have a good look, but I can't think where's she got to.
Right, well, yes, I see. Now, we come to the decorations in and around the village. And here, I must say a big thank you to everyone who helped make and put up the bunting. And special thanks to Fred Penny, our village undertaker. He's worked like a Trojan, turning his unused coffins into benches for us all to sit on. Did you know, our village is going to look resplendent tomorrow, and much better than our neighbours in Tideswell, Stoney and Great Uplow. In fact, I think this is going to be a day to remember.
I certainly hope that the men of the village don't make it a day to forget.
Oh, have no fear, Hilda! This celebration will live in history and be remembered for a very long time. After all, we feud. We happy feud. We band of brothers, and sisters, will show tomorrow what Eyam folk can do. And those that don't join us in our celebrations will think themselves accursed and hold their manhoods and womanhoods cheap, that they did not rejoice with us upon this day.
Shut up, put that in the minutes, Father.
It's off.
What do you mean it's off? What are you talking about, Tom?
Caleb's got appendicitis. The coronation's been cancelled.
You can't be serious. You can't cancel a coronation. Surely there must be some mistake.
There's no mistake, Arthur. Elsie just told me that Mrs. Emmons came into our shop and said he's got peritonitis and he's had to have an emergency operation and the coronation's all off. She's gone up to Gibson at the station, Mr. Gibson at the station, and she brought back the local Star paper. There you are, the headlines.
Oh my God. This is awful. Oh, all that effort. And all for bloody nothing. I am sorry, ladies. Oh, what are we going to do? Everybody will be so disappointed. All that wasted food and drink.
Wait a minute. Couldn't we substitute the coronation for another important event?
Another important event, Tom.
Something that can be celebrated by the old village.
Yes, you're right, but what could it be?
I know. Jim Rankin got first prize looking after his pigs. Oh, show it weekend. We can celebrate that.
No, Tom. No disrespect to Jim, but that wouldn't do the trick.
What about celebrating our member, Mrs. Williams, for her marmalade making? She recently won first prize at the Derbyshire Jam Finals in Chesterfield.
No. It has to be something that has a patriotic ring to it. Something that will justify the expense of the celebration. You know, something like, what about a heroic soldier returning from the South African War that's just finished? Now, if only we had a soldier like that.
We have one.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Well, Mary Simpkins came to my cart yesterday and she said her son, Billy Simpkins, who was a regimental undercook, who was serving in Durban in South Africa, cut his fingers while peeling potatoes and is coming home at Grindlefoot Station tomorrow.
I know Billy well. He's a lovely lad. All the women in the village will be glad he's returning.
Coming home tomorrow. On what would it be Coronation Day? That's amazing. Are you sure?
Definitely. She bought 4 slices of ham, as she said she didn't want to give him bread and dripping, just bread and dripping, after travelling all that way from South Africa when he comes home tomorrow.
Oh, bread and dripping and ham sandwiches be damned. Now, that young warrior will be treated like a king when he comes home tomorrow, and the whole village can show their appreciation for his service to the country and his help in the victory over those rebellious Boers.
Yeah, coming a bit, aren't you, Arthur? I mean, you probably never encountered the enemy in battle, you never heard a shot fired in anger. It's not as though he took part in the charge and lightning, is it?
Won't have that, Tom. No, I won't have that. That's just plain condescension and snobbery towards the cooks, porters and bottle washers who serve in the British Army. They're the real unsung heroes of our country.
Unsung heroes?
Oh, now come on, Tom. Wasn't it Napoleon who said an army marches on its stomach?
Oh, yes.
Well, he was right. Now, would Henry V have won at Agincourt if it hadn't been for his onion peelers and cooks who gave sustenance to his knights and archers? And surely Wellington would not have prevailed at Waterloo if it hadn't been for his rabbit skinners and potato peelers who kept his army fed.
I never thought of it like that.
No, for too long. For too bloody long. Oh, sorry, ladies. For too long, the soldiers of our catering corps in our great army have not had the recognition they deserve. So tomorrow, that oversight will be remedied. And we will give Billy Simpkins the hero's welcome that he deserves. Not only that, in doing so, we will show the nation that we here in Eyam do appreciate the soldiers of our catering corps. In fact, the whole nation will learn tomorrow that the rolling pin, the frying pan, and the spatula, in terms of warfare, are mightier than the sword. Thank you. Now, I think, yes, we best be moving on. Mrs. Bracewell and her flower club are coming in soon, and we really don't want to get an herb outside.
Not really, no. She's like a dragon.
Wounded in action, eh? Can I ask, son, why was it you joined up? Was it to see some action?
Not particularly. I just needed to get away from me. As there were two young women who returned to get me to marry them and have the children.
Two women, eh? You lucky man.
You wouldn't think that if you knew Daisy and Fanny. They never gave me a minute's peace. They never stopped fighting each other over me. I was a talk at the village. I couldn't stand it anymore. I decided the best thing to do was to join the army. I didn't do too well at school. I wasn't that good at reading or writing. I wasn't so bad with my hands. So I spoke to the recruitment sergeant, and he suggested I should join the catering section of our local regiment. And I did. I took to it like a duck to water. I learned everything there was to know about cooking. Even how to cook fancy foreign dishes. Now I'm back on Civvy Street. I'm hoping to get some work in one of our local hotels.
Oh, that's good. And what about these two young ladies that's chasing after you?
I'm hoping those two have long forgotten about me, taking a shine to some other blokes who've been married off by now.
Anyhow, we're approaching Grindleford, so I hope you don't get too much bother from the folk massing on the station there. Hey, I've just had a thought. I read in last week's Sheffield Star that there's a Lieutenant Willoughby from Massa. He's mentioned in war dispatches. I bet that's the bloke all these fusses about.
You're probably right. Do you know, it's always the officers who get all the bloody credit. Anyway, it's been really nice talking to you. Cheerio.
Farewell, soldier. Station call for Grindleford. Grindleford's your next station.
can't wait to give him a hug and a kiss. I'm so happy he's coming home. I'm even happier that he's home.
Well, I can't wait to see how Billy's happy face when he sees you two shouting away this. Now that will be a sight to see.
Oh, do you really think so?
Oh, I Billy was always talking about you two. Isn't that right, mate?
Well, in a way, yes.
Well, he's still a bachelor, isn't he, Mrs. Simpkins?
He's still unmarried, and I don't think he's got any plans to get married to anybody at the moment, Daisy.
I'll see about that. I'll make a man out of him. I'll persuade him. We'll be walking down the aisle quicker than you can say Jack Robinson.
Well, I'm sure you look a fine couple.
I told you, he doesn't want to get married to anybody.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Simpkins. This must be a very proud day for you today. Seeing your heroic son return home to such a big reception.
It certainly is, Mr. Tipton.
With all this free food and booze, it most definitely is. Yeah, then, Arthur. The pub's open all day.
What he's trying to say is that we're very grateful for such great effort that you've put into organising all this food and entertainment.
Oh, it was the very least we could do. We on the Eyam Parish Council felt it was only right and proper to honour one of our brave lads, particularly one who's helped in our victory over those rebellious Boers.
He's a true soldier of the Queen, my son. King. King Edward would be proud of him. Mary even give him a medal. I hear he likes to mix with the ordinary soldiers and have a laugh and a joke with him, hear what you've got to say. In fact, the bloke down the pub he was telling me last night would like to tell a few bawdy jokes as our King Dirty. You know that mistress of his, that Lady Langtry? You know, he said the amount of money he'd spent on her, he could buy a battleship. She replied to
Sorry,
him
bird, Hilda's here. Excuse me, Mrs. Simpkins. What was that you were saying about our new king, Lily Langtry?
Nothing, Miss Bagshaw, just some tittle-tattle of it.
I'm not interested in tittle-tattle. Am I?
You most certainly are not, Hilda.
I must say, I think I was right to say that alcohol should have been banned. Some people are already under the influence, even before the appearance of our war hero.
Taking it steady, Miss Bagshaw.
Well, I'm sure you are. Mr. and Mrs. Simpkins, I'm sure you are overjoyed at the return of your son from the South African wars and the part he played in our victory. The British Empire stands stronger than it ever did. My ladies of the guild have renamed the jam, the strawberry jam, Victory Jam.
Well, I know Billy will enjoy eating it a lot more with that name on the label.
I enjoy beer more than the victory on the
No. What I propose is that when Billy arrives, Mavis, you and your husband go forward to meet him. As the band are playing that patriotic song, Soldiers of the Queen, I think. Then Hilda and I will step forward to meet him on behalf of the village. I think I'll make a little speech.
That sounds good, Arthur, doesn't it, Bert?
Sounds good to me.
Oh, is that it now?
I started to
Come on, Hilda, over here.
I've not seen it for so long.
Oh, Billy, we missed you so much.
Behave yourself, girls. Oh, Billy, look. Oh, you've come home. I've missed you so much. Oh, I'm glad you're back home safe and sound.
Dad, so good to see you both again. Well, why is everyone here? Surely this isn't all for me.
Oh, true humility. Just what you'd expect from a hero.
Pardon? A hero?
Yes, Billy. You're a war hero. So the whole village has decided to give you the respect a war hero deserves, haven't we?
We certainly have.
And not only are you a war hero, I see from your hand, you are a wounded war hero. Now, the proud and historic village of Eyam is not going to allow one of its brave sons to return home unappreciated, particularly one who's fought so bravely against those recalcitrant Boers and joyous entertainment to welcome your homecoming, won't he, everyone?
They certainly will.
Now for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us,
And so say all of us.
Not a
And
hero.
so say all of us.
Now, but enough of all this chat. Let's get on with the festivities.
Come here, Billy. It's all been spread out for you. Tuck in.
I'm not a hero. That should be reserved for the men who fought and died on the veldt, and in battles like Kimberley. I don't deserve all this.
Oh, yeah, but you made all the meals for those lads who fought on the veldt and at Kimberley. If it wasn't for you, they wouldn't have had the energy, strength and stamina to win the war now, would
They
they?
certainly wouldn't, no.
You're a real hero, Billy. Do you remember me from school?
Of course I remember you from school. I used to fight with a boy just so I could carry books home.
I bet I didn't offer to carry Daisy and Fanny's books home.
That's for sure. More like a run away from them.
I was so glad when I heard my father was throwing these celebrations for you. I always thought you were a lovely man.
Were you? Did you? I never even thought you noticed me.
Believe me, Billy, everyone at school noticed you.
What's her game? Snobby creep. I reckon she's after to be her nan. She's only interested now he's a war hero. Too right. Not like us who've always loved him. Sunshine admirer, that one, if there ever was one. She couldn't make a man of him like we could. No, we could show him far better times than she.
Now, Billy, I'm sure you'll be impressed when I tell you what we've got planned for you today.
Will I?
You will. For as well as all the food, drink and music, young Penny has arranged a special dance with all the villagers to welcome your homecoming, haven't you, Penny?
I have, Father. I hope Billy will like it and join in.
I'm sure I like it. I'm not sure about joining it.
As well, and I know that you'll like this, because I know that both you and your dad are keen as Mustard's Blades fans. I've arranged for Ernie Needham, Sheffield United's captain, to come here today and to shake your hand.
Bloody hell, Arthur. How do you manage that?
Jesus, where Ernie Needham, the great Ernie Needham, coming to Eden.
Yeah, well, you see,
It's amazing.
my cousin Daniel is on the board of the team, and I had a quiet word with him to find out whether he'd be good enough to ask Ernie to see if he'd come to see you today.
That's fantastic, isn't it, Dad?
Oh, bloody amazing, son. You know, I saw him win the FA Cup this year down in London for our victorious Blades team.
I read about the winning in the newspapers. I never thought I'd get to shake hands with a complete enemy leader.
As I predicted to everyone in the village, Ernie was determined to lift the trophy this year after losing last year's final to them soft Baggsy Spurs.
Yes.
Well, Ernie's a real trooper and a credit to the game. Success hasn't gone to his head like some of the other players today.
That's right, what you say there, Arthur. Some of their players today like overpaid prima donnas. Think they're better than the fans who stand on the terraces to watch them play.
No, I totally agree with you there, Bert.
So do I.
I mean, you no longer see him walking and talking in the streets with the fans on the way to the game. No. You see him riding past on their fancy foreign-made bicycles and their custom-made flat caps. They think they're better than the steel workers and the miners who's on £5 and £6 a week.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, do you know, I heard the other day that some of the forwards are being paid £10 a week.
£10 a week? It's a bloody fortune.
I'll be living in the posh houses in the fancy part of town.
And you know, there are far too many foreign players in our today. They're pushing the local lads out of the team. I mean, I read in the Sheffield Star the other day that Wednesday will have 5 foreign players on their books this season.
Really?
3 Scotsmen and 2 Welshmen.
I don't know what the game's going to.
Oh, that's...
I bet you're fed up with all this football talk. Let's go and have a chat to Wimbledon.
I actually quite like football, Mrs. Simpkins, but should probably help clear away some of his food.
Well, the rain has held off, and it's a beautiful day.
Very true. Really to dancing in the village.
Oh, everybody looks so lovely today in their dresses.
And I'm so proud that you put a show on for our Billy.
Thank you, Mavis. It was an honour to put on a celebration for Bill. He's such a wonderful young man.
Well, just a word of warning. Do you see those two young lasses over there? They're always chasing and harassing Billy. And they get very jealous of him if he sees anyone talking to a young lady.
I see. Don't you worry, I remember them from my school days. I know what kind of mischief they can get up to.
They're proper madam. Well, that's why Billy joined the army, to get away from those two. He said he'd rather take his chances with the poor commandos than staying in with those two chasing after him.
What do you think that lot are up to? I reckon that Penny Tipton is getting friendly with Mavis just to get well in with Billy. It's the old trick of being friendly with the parents of someone you fancy. I think you're right. Eve, do you remember what we used to call her at school? Of course I do. It was Prissy Penny, because she never swore and she was always teacher's pet. I don't think she's such a goody two-shoes as she makes out. I heard she goes to dancing lessons at that gypsy camp over at Door. Dancing lessons, my ass. I reckon she's having an ouch bar with 2 or 3 of the men down there. 2 or 3, more like 6 or 7. I think so. It's always the quiet ones that are the worst. I bet she's telling Mavis that she's cooked up all this just for Billy, when in actual fact it's for the coronation. That's right, Fanny. All this was meant for King Edward. Or Dirty Bertie, as everybody calls him. Dirty Bertie's right. He has mistresses all over the place. He makes out to his wife that he comes up to Chatsworth to see those plays at that little theatre they've got. He's seen his friend Alice Keppel up at Bailey. Everyone on the estate knows about it. Here, did you hear what Lily Langtry, another one of his mistresses, is supposed to have said to him? Everyone. Here, do you know, he said the money he spent on her to buy a battleship. And she said the amount
Excuse me, I hope that you two young ladies are not spreading malicious rumours about our dear new king and Lily Lang.
No, Miss Bagshall, we were just saying what a pity it was that the king took ill. And we would never be disrespectful to our new king.
Well, I should think so. Now, be careful how much you drink today. People will know. I see that Simpkins is already worse than Simpkins.
We will be careful, won't we, Fanny? Yes, Miss Bagshall, we won't drink too much.
No, Bert, it always astounds me how you lads, standing up with Bramall Lane, never seem to need to go to the latrine. I mean, I know that most of them, like you, have 4 or 5 pints before the match starts. But I've never seen any of you jostle for the toilets. You must have very strong bladders.
Oh, no, Arthur. We've not got strong bladders, packed so tightly together, you've no chance of getting to the bogs. Just do it where we stand.
What, you mean you just let it flow?
Oh, we sure do. But make sure I stand in the top of the chest. It's like bloody Niagara Falls. You know, half the night to play with all those relieving themselves.
I'm just glad that I can afford to sit at the John Street stand.
Mind you, always make sure I take a copy of the Times newspaper when I go to a match.
Sorry? The Times?
Oh, I always find someone discarded in a bin somewhere. It was my Uncle Charlie. He told me what to do.
How do you mean?
Well, he said you roll it up, you drop your trousers, stick your willy down the hole, and you're good to go.
Does that help?
Well, it stops your trousers from getting wet, your shoes and socks don't get soaked. Here, let me show you.
Hang on, Hilda.
Nothing to step out sure, just adjust the belt of your trousers.
Well, I hope you're not getting drunk.
Take it steady.
No, I think we'd better get the dancing started, Penny. Are you ready to start the ballroom?
Yes, Father. If everyone could just form a circle for me.
Right, I think we need to
Oh, yes, we're moving everybody. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're taking that one, right,
Just look at the snow count dressed up like a duchess and ordering everyone around. I tell you what, Daisy,
might join in with us.
Right, Andy, I think you can start the music now.
Anyway, he did say that he's going to come round to me later on this afternoon with her, hopefully. He also said that he'd heard that Fanny and Daisy got off with 2 farm labourers. Right, it's his own coming due.
Oh, that's right. Fred Gilbert and Charlie Burnham. I'm told you're both soft in here.
Well, they must be to ask Daisy and Fanny to go out with them.
Well, talk around the village is that Daisy and Fanny and the family room. So Bert and Fred are going to have to marry them.
Well, I'm sure they will. Have you seen the size of their fathers? Anyway, I don't think our Billy's going to have any more trouble with them two.
Yeah, maybe. Do you think our Billy will pass that thing tomorrow?
Well, I think he's really sweet on her, and I think she thinks the world of him, so it wouldn't surprise me.
That would be the talk of the town. Arthur Tipton's daughter marrying Bert Sinkin's son.
I think I
over to see Penny's dad this morning to ask if we'd have his daughter's hand in marriage.
Oh, Billy.
I'm very pleased to say that I did so, and I proposed to Penny.
And I accepted.
Isn't it lovely? Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy for the both of you. And I couldn't have wished for a better daughter-in-law.
Congratulations, sir.
Oh, do you know when the happy day is going to take place?
We've arranged, haven't we, Billy, to get married at Eyam Church next April.
I'm going to have to get a new dress. And you, Bert Simpkins, definitely need a new suit.
Hey, with me working that chef job at the Rutlands, and Penny's a seamstress in Hathersage, we'll even be able to put down a deposit for a cottage in village.
My son and hero, and you, Penny, love living close by.
Oh, that'd be grand. I'd be knocking on your door and take you for a jar down Bull's Head every night.
Hey, now, not going to let you lead him astray. You can count on that, Penny. Remember, he's considered a hero in this village.
Not that much of a hero, Mum. I've realised my homecoming party was only a way of stopping the King's Coronation celebrations from going to waste. It was a good idea by Penny's father. And everybody in the village had a good time because of it.
Except those girls.
Why cry? Still don't think she's recovered from it.
Mum, I've been thinking about a lot of things. I know I was kind of an unknowing hero when I came back to England from the war. The real unknowing heroes are you. And the rest of you mothers, who've had to struggle on at home whilst the sons were away serving in the army. Even more so in your case, after what happened to our Jackie. You and Dad know the real reason I left being to join the army. I just felt so guilty about the death of my kid brother. Poor Jackie. He was only 8 years old. Just no age to die.
It wasn't your fault that Jackie drowned in that mill pond, and nobody in the village blamed you for
I
it.
blame myself for it. If only I ever just sent him home. If only I watched over him better. He might not have even fallen in. If only I was a better swimmer, I could have saved him. It was all my fault. I thought about our Jackie every single day I was in South Africa. I dreaded coming back to me, thinking that everybody in the village would hate me again for turning up like a bad penny.
You couldn't be more wrong. Nobody blamed you for what happened. In fact, they all thought you was a hero for jumping in that deep water to save Jackie when you could hardly swim yourself. And it's only by the grace of God that I didn't lose 2 sons that day. And I'm thankful for that, as is everybody who knows you.
Well said, Mum. And she's right. I've never heard a bad word said about my son.
It's true, Billy. Everyone in the